PSI family, my constant curiosity about health and wellness led me to do a quick investigation pertaining to the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccine. I certainly wanted to bring the safety of the vaccine into question as well. There's so much floating around on social media and in casual conversations, and I really wanted to get a better understanding. I wanted to start digging a little to see if I could find some reliable resources. I thought my initial research could help jumpstart your thinking as well. So give this video a quick watch. I've included links to all materials used in this short video so you can access those resources in their entirety. Stay tuned till the end of this video where Mayo Clinic helps us meet some vaccine myths head on. Alright, if you go type "is the" in Google, it will probably jump your computer to "is the COVID-19 vaccine safe?" I guess I'm not the only one feeling a bit in the dark. I was very encouraged to find some good info from reliable resources. Let's start here. The following are quick highlights from videos that I used to get my footing. As mentioned, links to the full videos are posted at the end of this podcast.
There are several different approaches for a potential vaccine against the coronavirus. The basic idea is that you would get a shot that contains faint versions of the virus. The vaccine would expose your body to a version of the virus that is too weak to cause infection, but just strong enough to stimulate an immune response. Within a few weeks, cells in your immune system would make markers called antibodies, which would be specific for only the coronavirus, or specifically its spike protein. Antibodies then attach to the virus and prevent it from attaching to your cells. Your immune system then responds to signals from the antibodies by consuming and destroying the clumps of viruses. If you then catch the real virus at a later stage, your body would recognize it and destroy it. In other words, your immune system is now primed.
Okay, now let's quickly transition and explore some response to the question, is it safe? Here's a quick segment from a video released on December 8, 2020.
So, is it safe? And given that it's a relatively new technology, should you be concerned at all? Well, that's what these initial trial stages have been for, not only to test whether or not they work and cause immunity, but to make sure they have minimal side effects. As of now, around 70,000 people have been given these vaccines with no serious concerns, a caveat being that the full research hasn't been published yet as of recording this video. But it's important to remember that just because it's safe doesn't mean there won't be any soreness or pain. Some recipients did report aches and pains, and as of now, you'll need to receive 2 shots to ensure efficacy. I saw a really great analogy by the Professor Shane Crotty, who works in vaccine research, and he said, "It's not unlike going to the gym and getting exercise and really sore muscles. A bit of pain can be a positive sign that good things are happening. Sometimes you have to earn your immunity, just like you have to earn those biceps you wanted so bad."
Early on, I wanted to know, what was the CDC saying about all this? I ran into an update on their website entitled "Ensuring COVID-19 Vaccines Work." It was explained that clinical trials provide data and information about how well a vaccine prevents an infectious disease and about how safe it is. The FDA then evaluates this data as well as manufacturing information to assess the safety of the vaccine. The FDA then decides whether to approve the vaccine or authorize it for emergency use in the United States. Next, I landed a Johns Hopkins article from January 8, 2021. Is the COVID-19 vaccine safe? The article presents key areas of the COVID-19 vaccine's development, review, and authorization. The article reports that none of the vaccine trials have reported any serious safety concerns. Safety testing has had a fully independent safety monitoring board as well as continuous review. The article also says that people with certain allergies such as food, insects, latex, and other common allergens can get the vaccine. Those with a history of severe allergic reactions to injectables or other vaccines should discuss with their primary care physician. Manufacturers of the vaccine report that their products show approximately a 95% efficacy. This applies across age groups, race, ethnicity, and gender. Furthermore, developers report side effects that include pain at the injection site, like fever, muscle aches, fatigue, headaches, and these are mostly lasting only about a day or two. Side note from this article, the researchers at Hopkins tell us that you cannot get COVID-19 from taking the vaccine. A study presented by the New England Journal of Medicine echoed the same results pertaining to the effectiveness of the vaccine. The results of this study involved over 43,000 participants. This demonstrated the vaccine was indeed 95% effective in preventing COVID-19. I found an article by Mayo Clinic entitled COVID-19 Vaccine Myths Debunked. This article meets typical social media claims head on, and it seemed pretty helpful. Let's check out some of the myths addressed. First myth that we'll take a look at. The COVID-19 vaccine is not safe because it was rapidly developed. The actual facts? Many pharmaceutical companies invested significant resources into quickly developing a vaccine for COVID-19 because of the worldwide impact of the pandemic. The emergency situation warranted an emergency response, but that does not mean that companies bypassed safety protocols or didn't perform adequate testing. The vaccine developed had been studied in a population of over 43,000 people before it was available to the public. Next myth. I already had COVID-19 and I recovered, so I don't need to get the vaccine. Fact. Early evidence suggests natural immunity from COVID-19 may not last very long, but more studies are needed to better understand this. Mayo Clinic recommends getting the COVID-19 vaccine even if you've had COVID-19. However, those that had COVID-19 should delay vaccination until about 90 days from diagnosis. People should not get vaccinated if they're in quarantine or if they currently have COVID-19. Myth, there are severe side effects of the COVID-19 vaccine. Fact, there are short-term mild or moderate vaccine reactions that resolve without complication or injury. Early studies show the vaccine is very safe. About 15% of people develop short-lived symptoms, and this included headaches, chills, fatigue, muscle pains, fever, and these lasted a day or two. Keep in mind that the side effects from the vaccine are indicators your immune system is responding to the vaccine, and this is common when receiving vaccines. In other words, this is not the early stages of becoming a zombie. Look, that's why we're here. The unknown is a bit scary. You don't need a vaccine because the virus isn't that bad. Fact. Circulating on social media is the claim that COVID-19's mortality rate is 1 to 2% and that people should not be getting vaccinated when a virus has such a high survival rate. However, a 1% mortality rate is 10 times more lethal than the seasonal flu. Final myth. We're being chipped by way of the vaccine. There are no vaccine microchips, and the vaccine will not track people or gather personal information to throw in some database. This myth started after comments by Bill Gates from the Gates Foundation about a digital certificate of vaccine records. The technology he was referencing is not a microchip, and it's not been implemented anywhere. It's not tied to the development of testing or distribution of COVID-19 vaccines. Damn it, Bill. That's the quick recap. I'm definitely motivated to dig deeper and bring more info to the family. I'm here to help you with all aspects of holistic lifestyle, but we need subject matter experts to help us navigate the challenges that come with COVID-19. Next steps, I want to hear from some healthcare professionals and then share this information with you guys. Stay tuned.
Does that mean that you can't answer it?
It's a bullshit question. It's impossible to answer.
Impossible because you don't know the answer.
Nobody could answer that question.
Your Honor, I move to disqualify Ms. Vito as an expert witness.
Can you answer the question?
No, it is a trick question.
Why is it a trick question?
Watch this.
Because Chevy didn't make a 327 in 55. The 327 didn't come out till 62. And it wasn't offered in the Bel Air with a 4-barrel carb till 64. However, in 1964, the correct ignition timing would be 4 degrees before top dead center.